Hello and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. It has been a long time, I know. We are getting close to Christmas. It's the 22nd. I had to get my the Christmas swap journal is done. It's mailed. It's been received, and we have a plan for the three of us to have a video chat on Christmas evening to open our journals and see. I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to open it. The packaging is beautiful on mine. I just love it, so I can't wait to open it and see how much love is in it, because I know it's a lot. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for your grace with me taking forever to film. I have mentioned in prior video that Jenny Embry has challenged me to do this 7 non-crafty item tag. And it is 7 items in this bag. The bag is one of the items. I don't know what else is in here. I do know Mark had a pile, and then his mom gave him some things for it. So I don't know what he decided on. So we're going to unbag it together. I'm allowed to use 1 piece of cardstock, 1 piece of graph paper from my stash. I'm allowed to use my art supplies, but like my inks and glues and stuff like that, but only these items as the decorative elements of the challenge. It's called I don't remember what it's called, #7 rustic item challenge or something like that. It'll be in the description box below. So let's see what we've got in the bag. I will say in advance, please don't mind my nails. My mother-in-law treated me to a manicure, and so I got gel polish, and it's starting to lift and driving me crazy. I'm really trying not to pick at it. My husband's like, leave it alone till Christmas. So I'm trying really hard to leave it alone till Christmas, except for that nail's terrible. But I only picked some of that off, not all of it. Okay. So this is a Brighton bag. It's got some wonderful fun colors, the heart, the string. So that's going to give us quite a bit to work with. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. We have an Ohio voted sticker that was in my jacket pocket that I had pulled out, and he obviously picked up. A Starburst wrapper. This is funny. A moist towelette. Lemon scented. Well, all right. Oh, this is funny. He picked this up when we were in quartzsite because it was on the ground, and I thought he was just picking up trash, but he put it in our pile. A Trust Your Heart magnet. Ooh. And Dream on one side, Trust Your Heart on the other. So, hopefully you can see that. Okay. What is that? Is that like a little pill box? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I have some fun, bright colors to work with. So I don't think in my inks I have some of these colors. Let's see. Well, we can cut our tag shape. How big is this? Oh! It's amazing what a little smile and a little sparkle can do. Oh. Okay. Let me get some supplies out, and when I come back, hopefully I will have a plan. Well, that would make a cool pool because it would be double-sided. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can come up with. So I'm thinking, I've only been gone long enough to put this brown bag down to protect my table, get my cutter, get my glue out. Wonder what they're wowing about. My grandson's been homesick, and so today I've got kid duty, or we have kid duty, so his mom and dad could both go to work. And he is a pill. Oh my goodness, he is a pill. Anyway, so... Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. This moist towelette we might use in such a way that it acts as like our wipe, like what I would do like with a wet wipe. Is that blurry? I'm sorry. I do not have the overhead light on today because I'm trying to see if that's going to help us with the lighting issue. Let's see, this is torn, so let's just use that tear as our guide. We'll go this side of it, whatever that width is. And this side is just perforated, so I'm just gonna take that off. Yeah, he's funny. He was like, Grandma, I'm hungry. So that is about 4 1/4 wide-ish. So let's go about, do we want to do 6 1/4? Let's see. You know, I think I'm actually going to take this to 7 1/4. And if we don't like that size, we can always change it. Yeah, so he asked me for lunch, and so I get him pineapple and macaroni and cheese. What he asked for. That's what he asked for. I don't want anything other than the pineapple. I said, then don't eat it. Give it back. I'll cover it, and you can have it for lunch after a while. Okay. And then I don't remember what Mark said to him, and he was like, no. Like, he was so sassy. I said, dude, you're totally feeling better today. Yesterday, he was just kind of lethargic and didn't feel well at all. And poor little guy, he's only 4. And so today, I told his mom, I'm like, Mr. Snarky Pants is feeling better, or Spunky. I called him Spunky. But yeah, he's being a stinker. So I told him, I'm like, he doesn't have a fever. I'm sending him outside to play for a little while. So he's out helping Grandpa shovel rocks, landscaping rocks, trying to get help the kids with getting their yard landscaped. And I'm like, I'm going in an RV for a little bit. But he knew I wanted to try to get this done today because it's been weighing on me. And Jenny, I apologize. It has taken me so long to get to it. I knew I had said it was going to take me a while, but goodness gracious, I didn't expect it to take me this long. Okay, this edge, this is kind of, I don't know how old this graph paper is, but the edge is kind of vintage looking, so I'm going to use it. All right, so in here somewhere, I have my little credit card thingy. This is a room key from a hotel. Okay, so let's do that. And then, I'm getting color transfer from my bag. It's okay. It's okay. Because now we have some scrap to work with. And I'm just kind of thinking while I'm doing this, I'm doing it on the fly. I do not have a plan because I didn't know what he had put in the bag. I knew where his stash place was as he was gathering things. But then, excuse me, when his mom contributed, it kind of changed. Well, it changed a lot because then he was like, oh, well, Mom gave me some stuff, so. Okay, so this side I think I'm going to leave just as the graph paper side, just for journaling or whatever. We can ink and stencil on that. I'll have to unstack my rigid totes to get to my stencils. Ooh, maybe not, because I went to TJ Maxx the other day. Or not TJ Maxx. Tuesday morning, and got some new stencils. So, let's start with some gesso here. And I don't want a lot. Don't need a lot. Can you hear him out there? I do not know what he's talking about. And he loves Buddy the Elf on, well, Elf, you know. And so he'll run around going, I love you, love you, love you. He is the sweetest little boy. So sweet. So we talked to our son this morning at home, and nasty weather is going. Bernice, is that hitting you too? It looked like, according to the map this morning, it was going to hit you as well. Looks like that Arctic air is already there. But man, I looked at the forecast for where we live, you know, up on Lake Erie, and I was like, oy, that is going to be ugly. I am so grateful that he works tonight, but he should be able to get home before that weather starts. So hopefully, oh, I only want to go the one direction. Hopefully he won't have any issues like with getting home. Hopefully it won't hit before they're saying that it's supposed to hit, because it's really going to be ucky, and oh, I'm worried about him. But he's aware, like we had lots of talks about, you know, safety and what to do with those temperatures, like don't go out unless you have to. So he actually changed his Christmas Eve plans with his girlfriend, and she came over today and they did gifts, because he's worried about even being able to get out of the driveway or go out. And we thought it was unnecessary for him to take that risk and go out if he didn't have to. So anyway, I'm just going to take my heat tool and dry this gesso real quick. Okay, so I just have my small acrylic set here. It's what I brought with me for acrylics, but man, I used a lot of black already. I was working on a gift, and if you're in my Facebook group, you would have seen it. If you're just on my personal Facebook page, you won't see it until after Christmas. All right, so I think I'm going to start with a little bit of violet. Just a little smidge over here. I don't want a lot. And on my brown sack here, I did the gesso here, so that's going to give me kind of a little bit of a, what's the word? Primer, I guess. So hopefully it won't all just soak into the bag. Oh my gosh, is that gorgeous. I love this color. Gotta be careful not to splatter paint everywhere. I am inside the RV here. I think we need a little bit more. I don't want too much. I wanted that white background to show, but I also am going to do a couple different colors on here. So I definitely, oh, this small space crafting. Oh, that's okay. It's going to be fine. I do not know what he is saying out there, and I may get interrupted because he may decide he wants his macaroni and cheese after all. Goofball. I'm not worried about this dark spot here, because what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut that bag up and make like little flower petals here in the corner, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know yet. I do not know yet. All right, now I'm going to use some of this cerulean blue. It's a really pretty color, in my opinion. Ooh, the aqua, oh, what is that one? Ultramarine, sorry, my big arm in there. Ultramarine blue would be pretty too, but it's all right. Oh, gorgeous. This one, no, I'm gonna just keep from the same direction, right? Don't mess it up. All right. Oh, I like it. Okay. All right. Just trying to clean that brayer off. I mean, I know there's still paint on it, and that'll come off in a project, I'm sure, but that's okay. So we need something more. I don't know. I don't think I want to do red. Ooh, maybe some yellow. With some yellow, like a lemon yellow would be really bright on here. I really want to pull the colors of this. I really want to pull the colors of this. So, you know, if we don't like it, it's just paper. Oh, what is he coming in? Cole may be trying to come in. I don't know what's about to happen, because I hear my husband saying, well, if you go inside, what are you going to do? So I don't know. We may have a little 4-year-old with us today. Ooh, well, that's kind of bright and crazy. It's a little neon, but I'm kind of digging it. We'll turn that green, because of course yellow and blue make green, but that's okay. All right, well, we're going to use this moist towelette as our wipe, because I don't have my baby wipes out. Ooh, I wonder what it would do. it's on that gesso. Oh, now that's kind of a cool effect. Now I just made the whole thing green. Ugh, this thing stinks. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Well, that made it really grungy, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I like it. And I'll tell you why I like it. Because this is so bright, it gives us kind of a darker background, and we have that blue that we're gonna do as our quote on here. So I think it's, I cannot use this in the actual project, so hopefully that counts as having used it because it smells terrible. Ugh. I don't know whose version of lemon that is, but it's not mine. Let me take the heat tool to this. I'm going to dig the stencil out that I just got at Tuesday morning and put a little bit of brightness back in here. Then we'll start working on the flower. Okay. So I got these at Tuesday morning when Mom and I went to go get our manicures. She was like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, isn't there a Tuesday morning over here? And she was like, yes. And I was like, can we go there? So we went there. I don't think I want to use that. Where is my... I don't know. Okay. Maybe we'll just use this. And then let's put some bright back in here. How about an orange yellow? Is there orange in this? There is not. Pink, but I don't have pink. There's red. How about some vermilion? I might just be making mud. We'll see. I don't want a lot of that. Not a lot. So I'm just putting it on my finger and dabbing it off. And I'm just going to kind of come in here, and we can always come back in with gesso if we don't like it, right? So I don't know about that, but we'll see. Well, it's definitely putting some brightness in here. Sorry about that noise. He just started the tractor. There's a pile of rocks in the backyard, and so he's using the lawnmower and going back and shoveling rocks into the little trailer that they're pulling with the lawnmower. And I mean, he couldn't be doing what he's doing otherwise. It would be far too long, too far of a distance to carry the rocks. It would be just really physically too much for him to be doing. And they've been doing a little at a time. They're a pair. Son's got a foot that needs some work, and he's got a knee that needs some work, and then my husband's got his shoulder that needs some work, and I'm like, you guys are a pair. Okay. Oh, let's just do this. I'll do that over there. Okay. I think we need a little bit more here. Okay. Huh. Well, I clearly have paint on my hand because I smudged it. But that's part of it. This is not going to be perfect, and honestly, I'm just having fun, which I need, because I finished a project, like the Christmas gift, and it was about perfection. I was really having a hard time with it because I wasn't sure it was like nice enough. And so then, of course, the guys were like, what's wrong with you? It looks good. So Mark had a few things to say about that. I was like, be nice. And my husband and his son, the oldest son, boy, are they cut from the same cloth. Oy. Amanda and I, my daughter-in-law, we just giggle and shake our heads and tell them how lucky they are that they have us because we put up with them. Okay. I'm kind of making mud. I kind of don't care. I kind of just don't care. Because we can fix it. All right, I think that's enough red. You're not going to see it in this corner really. And then let's just smush this somewhere. I will have to. Well, maybe. I hear people say that if you don't clean the paint off your stencils, it actually makes your stencil stronger. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm really bad about cleaning my stamps, but I don't know about doing that with my stencils. But I'm just gonna lay that on there so it stays wet. And okay, I'm gonna dry this really quickly, and then I'm gonna come in, I think, with this one and a little bit of gesso and knock some of that red back. See where we are, if we think we need to add more color or not. Let's get our lid put on straight here. And then see where we're at with it and where it's taking us, because I don't know. Right now, I just make it a big fat mess. So it's getting worse with every layer. Oh my goodness. It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna just go with it here. So this thing, I'm thinking, what am I thinking? We could use it as a stencil. Oh, there's a kid. Hang on. He was coming to check on me, and he's out yelling at Mark. I knocked on the door of the RV, and guess what? I didn't hear the rest of it because he went out back. Oh my goodness. Kid is something else. I mean, I love him dearly. He's the cutest. Oh, he is the cutest kid. Okay, so you see my tag, it warped, and that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It'll flatten out as we work on it. So I'm not real concerned about it. But you know, I thought I was going to use this for like a pull on this, and those colors don't match at all, but the colors don't really match this either. So I don't have any idea what I'm doing with this thing. I do feel like it needs some more gesso because it's a little too loud, and that's okay. You know, you just add layers and add layers and add layers until you like it. And I was trying to do this with just my acrylics, but honestly, I think I'm gonna have to get my my inks out because I'm not getting the result that I want. So the cool thing about that, though, is that I can just paint over this whole thing with gesso if I want. And I needed to be more. Okay. And that's what we're gonna do. Because I don't like it. And it's okay. Oh, look, that one is giving us like a flower stencil. Or not stencil. Design. I haven't created in way too long, obviously, because I don't even have my words right. Oi. So are you guys working on any last minute Christmas presents? Well, I guess by the time you see this, I mean, you probably will be done with anything that you're working on. I'm going to get this uploaded today. I have the Christmas swap flip through filmed, but not set for an air date yet because I haven't uploaded it. Honestly, I've forgotten. And so I'll get that uploaded maybe today as well. I'll get this one uploaded first because it's going to be your next video. And then my next project, I'm going to get gesso all over that bag. My next project is going to be Mildred. It's going to be a purple and silver gray, kind of a winter feeling journal, I think. I was going to do an inspiration journal next, but I think I'm going to do Mildred next because the swap journal is very neutral in color, and I feel like working with purple will make me happy. Okay, I actually kind of like that. I actually think that that looks really neat. I just want to get like along this edge a little bit more. And these layers are only going to make this stronger, so I'm really not worried about so many layers on here. But that is kind of a cool effect and subdued. So I'll get that layer dry. And then I think I am going to get my inks out because I think I want to do like some script stamping in the back and just actual stenciling with ink, I think. And I have to clean this gesso up and this paint off my hands because I think I'm getting it everywhere. And I don't want to touch anything important. with my hands and get it on anything that will get me in trouble. No getting in trouble, thank you very much. All right, so I will be back in a minute. So I will say that filming time, I'm 25 minutes into this, and I still don't know what I want to do. So it's a lot more challenging than I had anticipated, and that's okay. I don't mind the challenge. I really didn't think it was going to be that hard until I'm sitting here doing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. I totally did not get my stamps out. Oops. That's okay. I mean, it truly is difficult, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I wasn't really, I mean, I didn't really think it was going to be easy, but it is definitely challenging me. All right. This is some crackle paint. So this, I'm going to paint it on here, and it has to dry naturally for it to actually crackle. And I need to go feed my grandson and give him his medicine. So this I'm going to let just dry naturally here. Trying to see in the light if I can make sure I get a coating. When I used this on the end element of the Christmas swap journal, it gave me a really cool effect. I mean, I didn't use a lot of it because obviously this bottle is really, really small. And I don't know where I got it. I think I must have gotten it in a mystery box or something because I have no independent recollection of having bought this. I still have not spent my $25 gift card that I got for my birthday in October to Ranger. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know what I want yet. And because we are traveling, it does make it harder. Like I got some alcohol inks the other day. I wonder what they would do on this. Anyway, it makes it harder to like shop and to have the space for things like the Christmas project stuff is in a box underneath. Most of it is anyway. And so it's just, we have to be really careful with our space, and I only want to use, get something that I know I'm going to use while we're on this trip. But I mean, I haven't even been thrifting yet, and I really want to go thrifting while we're out here because I should be able to find some stuff that is, I mean, I'm in the desert, so it would be totally different than what I can find in the Midwest. So I'm hoping that will come to fruition soon. Okay, so hopefully you can see the shimmer. I've got an entire layer, of the crackle paint. I'm going to let that dry and go take care of the grandson, get him some food. While that's drying, I will get him taken care of. Then I will get out the stamps and the color inks that I want to use. I do have my black archival here, ground espresso. There's some black soot. But I want to color and also, there's some gold because it says, what does it say? A little sparkle. So definitely some gold. Oops, I also have my glacier paste here in my bin. So this is the bin that you've seen that I was using on the pink Christmas folio. So that's why I'm not really saying this is what I'm looking at. But anyway, so I'll come back in a little bit and see if this is dried. If it's dry, we'll continue. So it's been a little while now, and this is drying and giving me some really nice crackle. It's not a lot of crackle, but it's on there. Hopefully you can see that there. See that? It's real small crackles. Like I have crackle paint at home. It's not a Tim Holtz product. I don't know what it is. Anyway, and it has wonderful crackle. Really thick, nice crackle. Who is that? It's probably him dinging at me. Anyway, and I really like it. But I didn't bring it with me. But I don't really know why. Ooh, there's lunar paste. Hey, I'm going to try the lunar paste on this. Let's see what happens. My friend sent me some samples of this. Ooh, that blue is really, really pretty. Let's go for it. I don't know how it works. So, we're going to test it out. Ooh, sorry. I probably just shook you. Sorry. All right. Ooh, it looks crazy. Can you see that? Have you guys worked with this before? I never have, so we're gonna see what it'll do. I'm just gonna, oh, it's kind of like a gel. Feels like a gel. Is that gonna show up on this? May not be dark enough. Okay. Well, I don't want to waste if it's not gonna show up. So sweet, she sent me some to try. It dried already. It's kind of a shimmery effect. Okay, cool. Not the effect I want though. So, guess what? We're gonna use some glacier paste because the thing said some sparkle, right? And we know the glacier paste gives us good sparkle. Oh, well, I'm gonna have glittery fingers for days now. It's all right. And that's not super showing up either, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. It's under my nail. That feels so funny. Okay. So I'm going to get this spread around here. It should pick up those crackles, I'm hoping. Am I even in? Hopefully I'm in screen. Sorry. The way I've got my phone, it puts it kind of over the center of the table, and when I sit, obviously I have to pull to one side so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to let this dry, go back in, check on my grandson. He laid on the couch. He's tired. He got fired from helping Grandpa because he was taking too many breaks, he said. So it was cute. But he didn't want to eat, so hopefully he's not going backwards. But I think that's the most activity he's had for a few days. So I think he probably just wore his little self out. So, I think that's definitely gonna give us some sparkle for sure. Oh yeah, lots of sparkle. Got a big glob of something there. That's all right. Let me just make sure we've got a good coat all over it. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Of course I like it. It's glacier paste. What's not to like? All right, let's see. Okay, good. I was on screen in film. So, gives us really great shimmer. So now that has to dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to disassemble this bag because I think that's going to be my last layer. We'll see. Oh, I have to use that. So how am I going to use that? I do not know. And we have string. Oh, and we have the sticker. What else did I forget? Oh, I gotta wash that stencil. Okay. Okay, we have to, I'm just trying to kind of get the base, so maybe I'll use this and dip it in something. I think I just got glacier paste on my nose. Oh yeah, and then we have this. Oh, now see, I feel like that's gonna go a little bit better because that blue flower, it kind of matches the color that this is becoming. So what we've kind of ended up doing is pulling that lighter blue. So that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so let's think about this. Ooh, I just got another idea. What if that could be like the center of our flower maybe? Okay. Okay, let me think about it. Sorry, I thought I was filming. So this little thing, I think I'm gonna try to use it as a little stamp. Just get some circles going here. Not a lot, just some interest in the background I think would be nice. I should have done this before I put the glacier paste on, but I didn't. So it's gonna kind of tie into that shape of that stencil that we used, I think. And it's not a lot, it's just putting a little on here. And honestly, my archival ink is really getting dried out. I really need to get another one. But it just gives us a little added interest. Not a lot, it's subtle. And that's okay. I don't mind that it's subtle and not overpowering or overwhelming. It doesn't have to be, you know, not everything's got to be like in your face. In your face. Don't mind me. I am a little nuts today. Not crazy, just nuts. So on Christmas, we're gonna do Christmas morning with our son and his wife and the grandkids, and then FaceTime with the son that's at home still. Oh yeah, this too. And then pack up the RV and go over the mountain, back over the mountain to my mother-in-law's, or not to my mother-in-law's, to the state park, so we can do Christmas with her, or Christmas afternoon with her. And then, like I said, I have my journal opening date with my 3 friends on video, so that'll be fun. And then, how was I thinking I want to do this? We're going to see if this works. Hopefully it'll work because I'm cutting this bag up. Okay, maybe do that one that way. And then this one needs to be this way. I don't have any idea what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just messing. Oh, well, let's do this. It's gonna probably be a little bit of a wonky shape of a petal, but that's okay. Petals are not perfect, are they? Okay, that one can go there. And then, hopefully this works. Oh, hang on. All right, Mark came in. Sorry, had to put shorts on, and I'm getting all, my dry throat, coffee again. So I cut petals out of the bag and cut a couple the wrong way. So I was saying some choice words, and Mark told me to start filming again so I'd be nicer to myself. I'm like, whatever. Okay. So, done with that. I don't even remember what all was in this bag. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am missing something. Oh, the wipe was 7, and we've already used that. So, I probably am going to get dinged because that's not actually a part of this, but it really smelled bad. So, I used it. I'm calling it good. Okay, so this is going to be my flower petals, I think. It's going to come off like this, and I'll get adjusted a little bit. I tried to get all of the colors, but I still have a little bit of this left. So, and we have this ribbon also. So I don't know. I don't have my sewing machine out, and I'm not going to get it out. That's just too much for today, for me. Oh, I wonder if... What if I cut this and make like a square and then and put that like in between 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I did that one straight up and down, but not this one. Do I need to cut another one? I do not. Although, if I do, I could use that piece. It's all right. Leave it alone, Jody. Okay, so this I'm thinking for a pop of background color. Oh, you know, that would be really pretty. The bright orange is the center of our flower. This piece is really not... I'm going to do this. Okay. I'll probably fast forward this section. I don't know how to voice over on a video though, so if somebody could tell me how to do that, that'd be great. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe like this. This is a lot more challenging than I expected it to be. I have to say, I went outside, like, when I was going in the house to swap laundry and just go in for lunch or whatever. I was like, this is really hard. And he laughed at me. He says, well, it's not supposed to be easy. It's a challenge. And I'm like, I know, but for whatever reason, I just genuinely, I did not expect it to be like as hard as it is. And when he was picking things that he knew I would really have a hard time working with. And so when I saw the bag from his mom, I was like, yeah, cool. I can do something with that, not knowing what all was inside the bag. And that's really giving me a hard time. So, what if we, stick that to the top of the gesso so I don't lose it. We could make our pull tab with this. And that's waxy, but the back, I think glue will stick to the back. So that can be our pull tab. And then we have our words we have here. These are going to be our words. I just have to figure out how I'm going to fit them on there because it's kind of a long phrase. But I could actually cut them down. It's amazing what a little smile or a little sparkle can do. So I could do, it's amazing what a little sparkle can do and cut out the smile, even though, of course, I think smiles are very, very, very important. Okay. So I feel like this is one of those videos where people will be like, oh my gosh, she's not even saying anything. Fast forward. But it's a creative process, I think, with this. And no, I don't like that. But where is, oh, I know what I was thinking. Let's see. And, oh, you know, I think, I think we need a piece like that. Maybe. Or, I mean, that would be in line with it, wouldn't it? And give us just a little bit to cover that corner. But that's okay. I don't have enough orange, but that's okay because what I'm thinking is, this will be like the center of our flower. Stay. It's stuck to me. Stop it. My problem. Oh, well. Oh, what if we do that? Put the magnet side out. Which side would I keep? Well, this is what we're going to do because the colors don't work. Okay, let's just cut that. Okay. So then we're going to maybe it's a good thing this manicure is about done because I'm sure killing it with some of the projects I've been doing this week. Well, the one I purposely didn't use any kind of 3-in-1 glue because I knew the acetone in that would take this right off. And I normally would have used 3-in-1 because that would hold this quicker, but okay, so that's too coarse to work. So
So do it this way. So I'm going to continue to cut and make this like a fluffy circle.
Oops, got glue on my hands. This project is kicking my butt, just saying. Okay, so I cut that piece of string up and I glued it with lots of glue. And what I'm gonna do is I pulled this out of the trash, so I am using an actual piece of this. And I am going to, oh, no I'm not. Yes I am. Hopefully that won't stick. If it sticks, we're gonna have to rethink what we're doing. So I'm going to weigh that down and let that dry. Okay, so I'm going to get these words cut apart. I'm going to get these bits glued down and then give it time to dry. While this is drying, I'm going to use the dream part of it because I think that's important. I'm just going to round those edges just a little. Okay. Oh. I wasn't using the dream part, was I? I was using the black part. Well, we'll decide that. Either dream or the black cross, but like the black, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm just using my tacky glue for this. I don't know if this is going to hold the Starburst wrapper down or not, but I guess the only way to know is to try. So I'll get that done. This is going to have to sit for a little while, and then I'll come back and we'll figure out our words and where we're going to put those. And yeah. So just an update. It's been a good half hour. And this is like not even trying to dry. So that's not okay. Uh-oh. Hopefully it'll dry. But I don't know if it's going to or not. I mean, I suppose I could just pull that off there and hope for the best. No. It's like, it's just perplexing. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so that foil is not allowing that to dry, I think is what's going on. I was so messy trying to get this glued down. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a piece of this. Haha, here's another use for this. I'm going to trace a circle. Maybe. You guys know how much I love doing circles. And it can be rough. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. Of course, that's in the way. That's in the way. I'm like, this challenge is so hard, Jenny. Okay. My scissors, I don't know what's going on with them. I'm going to have to dig another pair out. I keep trying to convince Mark that he should let me get another pack of these when we're in Costco. But he says I have enough scissors. Well, guess what? I don't think I brought enough with me because these are getting quite dull. Quite. All right, so poor little grandson, his little eyes were glazed over, so I checked his temperature, and he spiked a fever again. I feel so bad for him. Like, he cannot catch a break. He has been sick off and on ever since we got to Arizona, and he has really bad allergies, but this is not allergies. I don't know if he just keeps picking stuff up at school and bringing it home or what, but I told my daughter-in-law, I said he was feeling better today because he was being sassy or spunky, you know. I guess spunky is more appropriate for a boy, but anyway, he was mouthing off. We'll just leave it at that. And so I'm like, poor guy. Okay, so this one I'm gonna do upside down like this, and then hopefully that will hold these pieces down, because my plan is to kind of cut those in almost a circular shape, so that it'll just kind of be like a center of a flower type deal.
I don't know where those are either. They're packed. Ugh. Okay. So now that should hold because it's glue on both sides. And this little towelette thing just, I did use it. You guys saw me use it. It's just not a part of the finished project. Okay, so now let's trim. I'm going to trim around this. I'm just going to roughly trim it. I'm not going to do it perfect. I'm going to trim around this, and then I think what I'm going to do is just cut this like a bow, and then it'll say dream, because we don't need a word though, do we? So I could still do it like that. Okay, now we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, so let me get this trimmed, and I'll be right back. Okay. I had to add another petal at the bottom there because it was showing, or not showing, I mean. So that'll get trimmed off. So I'm not worried about that not being perfect. So I'm going to put a really big dollop of, that's a shiny surface. It should be okay. Maybe we'll do a shiny surface with some tacky glue. And just to be sure, let's just add some art glitter glue around it also. I just want to make sure it holds. Okay, just gonna make sure it holds and put our flower center in. Okay. Now I'm gonna let that dry. No, I'm not. Where's my, okay, we're gonna go with this black cross here, and I'm gonna use art glitter glue on, oh, you know what? I should probably use like matte gel on that. We'll see if this holds. I may have to come back in and fix it and use a matte gel on that. It's a pretty heavy piece and it's a shiny surface, so that might be a double whammy on that. We'll see if it holds. All right, so then we're gonna do our little doodad here as our pool. Oops. And I gotta go back in. Mark and I are taking turns checking on grandson right now. So he's snuggled under a blanket right now. But I don't want him. Told him I'd be back in just a minute. And he's been really good about not being crazy or doing stuff he's not supposed to do. So that's good. That's good. Okay, do we want the Brighton label on there for a word? No, but we do need our It's Amazing What a Little Sparkle Can Do. All right, so get our words glued down. And I think I want to take just a little bit of black soot along the edge of it. That's way too much of this on the edge here. Okay. It wants to be kind of wrinkly. It's amazing. What a little... I would use the whole phrase, I just don't have room. Guess I should have made my tag bigger. Not. What a little... I'm gonna have to touch this up, I have a feeling, with glue. And what a little sparkle can do. Yeah, because our back of our tag is sparkly. And that got kind of frayed when I was taking the bag apart, but it's creativity and it's art and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Oh, a gem, and nope, I can't use that, can I? Oh, I need to cut the bottom of that off. I had all the glue washed off my hands, but guess what? I'm all gluey again. But gluey does a heart's good. Heart good. Gluey does a heart good. Let's do that. Let's bring that over a little bit more to the middle. Wipe that off. Goodness. Okay, so this all has to dry. But I think I'm going to call it done. I would have sewn around it if my sewing machine were out, because I think it needs it. It needs some stitching, but I just don't, I'm not going to get it out right now. Oh, come off there. Okay. Oops. And then, da-dun. Okay. And if I knew where my, do I know where my Posca pin is? See, I didn't get close enough to that. Just the finishing touches here, not a big deal. Okay. Is this spectacular? No. Would I choose to create this? Absolutely not. But I'm pretty sure that's the moral of the story, is to challenge ourselves to think outside the box, to use what we're given, and come up with something, even if it's not something that we would typically work with. So for me, you know, I don't generally work with such bright colors. I don't think you've ever seen me work with orange. Maybe in the Winnie the Pooh journal, maybe. But certainly I have never done this before. And I can honestly say that I probably would not be overly excited if somebody tagged me in a challenge like this again. It's okay. I don't mind. Actually, it's wonderful that she tagged me, and I appreciate it, because honestly, I think it's a compliment that she would tag me to see what, to see what I would do with it. So thank you, Jenny, for the challenge. It's not beautiful and it's not glamorous, but it's what we've got. So here we go. A little bit of a close-up look at a big train wreck mess. And we're going to let that dry. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you have made it through this whole video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And in the next series, we are going to be working on Mildred. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So have a great day. Bye.